It was built by Meriton. Actually, it's a pretty crappy building. All right, not very good. But it's in Piedmont. Now Piedmont's fantastic. I get a phone call in 2011 from a colleague in the industry. His name is Jim. He's retiring. Okay, 62, 63 he was. He said, Tony, I want you to come down and meet with me, and I want you to consider buying my business. I said, Jim, I'm not really interested in buying your business. It's of no benefit to me. He goes, look, come down and talk to me anyway. Well, you never know. I said, all right. So I went down and saw him. His office was in Bly Street in the city. And he said, I want to show you something. Because he was selling his business, he was pulling together all the data. All right? So I want to show you something. In 1998, 87 of our clients bought a property in Piedmont. The one-bedroom apartments were $210 and the two-bedroom apartments were $350. Right? Now we think, wow, it's cheap. But back then, Piedmont in 1998 was just a stinky place near the markets. All you could smell was fish. Right? So, between 1998 and 2011, when the properties were worth 500 and 700, a whole bunch of things happened. Okay, who remembers Y2K? Who remembers the Y2K concept? Remember? Yeah? The non-event. Because 1999 it was going to tick over, all the planes were going to fall out of the sky, all the banks, securities were going to collapse, everything. People were buying baked beans and spaghetti cans, and it was crazy. And then we had the dot-com bubble before September 11. Dot-com bubble, of course, in 2000. Companies worth hundreds of millions of dollars that were generating zero revenue. Incredible. And then we had September 11, and then we had the GFC, and then we had the European debt crisis, not to mention some wars and some natural disasters and all sorts of stuff. And all of this generates what in people? What does it generate?
Fear.
Fear. Yeah? Generates fear. See, I don't normally give people choices. This is why a nice small group, you get a choice. Fear. Fear is the biggest crippler when it comes to people creating wealth, because people read papers or they watch the news or they see Current Affair or 60 Minutes or whatever. The biggest financial planning organisation in the country is News Limited. Yeah? They dictate more people's financial decisions than any other organisation in the country. So, how many of those 87 clients do you think still had the property 13 years later when it was worth more than double? Double or triple, depending on which property they bought. Double and a half.
Zero?
Zero?
Five.
None? 5?
9%.
90%, you think? Have you heard of this thing called divorce? 30 of them would have been sold because of divorce. 5, 90, or 8, 90%, none. Any other answers? I'll give you a chocolate. Number between 0 and 87.
50.
50? I'll give you 55, because you said 50. Okay. 7. 7 clients still had the property. 7 clients still had the property 13 years later. And here was another piece of interesting information. He said that of those 7 clients, every one of them had multiple properties.